I look size, don't I? Hi, you guys. What is happening? Y'all know I be trying to. They probably still look the same. Don't worry about it. Last week I got on here and I was tired, all caps. Okay, I was very tired. Um, so forgive me if it was dry. But like somebody told me, the beauty of it is that it's real. It's in real time. I'm being authentic. And not every time it's gonna like hit a certain mark, but at least, regardless of how I feel, even in that day, I still saw fit to come and talk to you guys. And so here I am again a week later. And this has been a week. Welcome to March. Welcome to Lent. It started yesterday. Lent started yesterday. That's 40 days of giving up something or some things. I do it every year. Um, don't worry about what I choose to give up every year. It changes every year. It changes, so I might repeat. I'll be like, oh, I need to do that again. So it depends. Okay. At any rate, welcome to a new month, and like I said, this has been a trying week for me. At work, and then my health. But shoot, I was riding home today and I was just like, God, I thank you for your favor. Um, because I'm just appreciative of favor that is undeserved. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the things that God does for me, and the amount of pain that I have been in, and just really trusting and believing and claiming that this too shall pass. It's not going to last longer, and all this other stuff. And it happened, and I don't think that people understand how important it is to be thankful even for the little things. The Bible says, be faithful over a few things, and I'll make you ruler over many. So you don't have to, it's always about just enough. It doesn't have to be grand, it doesn't have to be huge. I'm just thankful to wake up. I'm thankful to experience March 6th, 2025. I'm thankful to still have breath in my body. Um, I'm just thankful to be able to go to work and really not be in no pain, and be productive, and things of that nature. I feel like, look here today. Not 100%, not 100%, but I feel like Lakia, and that matters to me, okay? Because when I'm not feeling good, when I'm in pain, or if I'm like really tired, just not feeling well for whatever reason, mm-mm, I'm just not fun. I'm boring. There's not much I have to say. There's not, it's like it's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. I always got a song in my heart. But yeah, that's me. Like you can tell what's going on with me. And it's okay, it all look. Trouble don't last always. So so I'm not in that mood like all the time throughout the entire day, But I just thank God for being God. Um, and that leads me to what I'm going to talk to you all about today. Last time I was going through my healing stories, I talked about how I ended up in a group home, and how much I had to adjust to that environment. Um, and I talked about how, there's rules, and there's a time to eat. There's a menu for what you're gonna eat. I told you that when you go to school, you have to get this form signed by a guidance counselor, just proving that you actually did attend school. Um, what else did I tell you? Um, you get a weekend pass if you're on good behavior, and I was like, I never really did one. um, but I did also tell you that it was, girls only, wasn't a lot of us. It was a 45-day program, but I was in there from October to March. And I'm not sure if I told you or not. I don't think so, but they are, counselors that are on there doing different shifts. And some of them I got really cool with. And some I did not. I mean, I didn't have an issue with like none of them. You know what I mean? I'm lying. One of them I did because she used to write me up all the freaking time. Oh, I used to get on my nerves. They had this green book. And it's so funny because even though this guy used to write me up, it was something about it was like I think that would irritate me about this particular counselor writing me up was because I felt like she wasn't even paying us no mind because she was in school during that time too. So when while she's there, she's like doing schoolwork. So how you got time to write me out? Don't be writing me up. Pay attention to your schoolwork. And like if fights break out, she's not getting in the middle of it, nothing. Like she was on a mission, okay? And so I just felt like, ugh, you not even, really a part for real. But she used to it's y'all, it's crazy. I don't know if I ever told y'all that I used to be a tomboy. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. Like all I rocked was, baggy clothes, sneakers, Tims. Y'all know how the 90s was, you know what I'm saying? I was like TLC and crisscross, like baggy everything. Um, yeah, I was a heck of a tomboy. And so a part of me being a tomboy, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I created some habits. And when you're a tomboy, depending on how cool you are, you hang with the fellas. And during this particular time, I was smoking Newports, you guys. So- I did. I did. I did. I used to smoke Newports and cigarettes, if you will. And the counselor that I did not like used to write me up. She actually would walk with me to the store, and she'll be like, "Why are you buying cigarettes?" Because this is what I do. When my eyes red, you write me up because you ain't supposed to be getting high. You know what I mean? So it's like if I can't smoke weed, I gotta smoke something. Okay, like this is how I'm coping. These are the vices that I choose to cope. And I was doing this. I wasn't smoking cigarettes before then. I was smoking weed and black and milds, but I wasn't smoking cigarettes. I don't know how I got on cigarettes, but oh God, I thank you that the things I used to do, I don't do no more. Okay. And thank God I don't look like what I've been through. Okay. Here. Um, I'm so thankful for that. But she she used to I'll give it to her as much as she would write me up. She was so encouraging. And she saw beauty in me that I didn't see at all. Okay. And I think oftentimes mm, I think oftentimes I still Oftentimes I still struggle with seeing the beauty in me because there's so much work that I know I need to do. And because of some of the things that I've experienced, I just sometimes don't see what other people see. And that's another reason why I'm on a healing journey, because I don't think it's healthy for me not to see me um, more beautiful than anyone else sees me from the inside out. And that's something that I've been working on for quite some time. Um, it's a struggle. Cause to this day, I feel like I'm a lot. I feel like I come with a lot. And that is a scary thing for me. Um, but I'm working on it. Um, yeah, I am working on really, seeing beauty in me that has nothing to do with nothing but who God created me to be. And I am still working on focusing on my strengths and what makes me uh beautiful and not a lot. There was a time womanhood training at my church was selling t-shirts for the girls to go to Ghana, and I bought every shirt that they had because of the words on it. And uh I told y'all last time that I really am working on affirming positive things, and I think I struggle because I didn't grow up with um people being so positive and speaking into my life. I didn't grow up like that. Um so getting that at 17, I was a little taken aback. And to be honest, she would invite me to her church and invite me like Thanksgiving, be with her family, turned it down. Christmas, be with her family, turned it down. Um, because I think in my head, if you see this in me, will they probably see it too? Like, it's so weird how I've gone through so much growing up, and honestly, none of it was my fault. So the fact that I look at myself in such a negative light is very weird. I said it's weird. Um, the fact that someone started to uh speak to me and treat me a certain way, like I was definitely treated differently than the other girls in the group home after a while by this one particular counselor. And the more we spent time together, and I think the more that I can see what she saw, um, our relationship shifted. I started to go to church with her. I actually joined church. The funny part about it is I joined the church with Tim's, baggy jeans, and a t-shirt. That's exactly how I joined church. Listen, I was me at all times. I don't care where I was going. I'm not dressing up, never wore makeup, none of that. So, you know, um, that's how I was in Imani House. And I think that that was the first time it was time for me to see me in a different light. Um, but I think that I was damaged. See, when you are what they call damaged goods, or you think that you are what you call damaged goods, um, I don't think that you see beauty. Um, you know the phrase where people say one man's trash is another man's treasure. Um, and I strongly believe that, period. Like, you got to believe that in yourself. Like, what you think is trash, there's treasure in that trash. And as much as I endured, I have to understand that the beauty during that time was that I was still alive. I was still going to school. I was still making sure that my mind, like, I never lost my mind. I never like went crazy. I've never like, you know what I mean? Like, I've never like really screamed. I've never like act out. I think that I've always just kept going and going and going and going and going. I felt like I didn't have a choice. And so I think that that's something that I have to definitely work on, understanding that though you endured a lot and you didn't see any beauty, the beauty was how you carried yourself. Um, you could have been mad at the world. You could have been angry. You didn't have to talk to nobody in school. You didn't have to have any friends. You didn't have to participate on a pep squad or on the glee club or the chorus or the dance team, or when you fake try to play basketball for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even have to be active in the manner in which you were. But I guess I never allowed my circumstances to, I guess, knock me all the way down. I've been knocked down, but I guess not all the way to the ground. And I don't think that I realized how much I've been harboring all of this until a few years ago. And that's what made me start Cruise with Key. Um, and so that's how Imani House, me and the counselor in Imani House was. And it took the social workers a minute to find me a place, because it's very hard to place a 17-year-old, and especially a 17-year-old who's been in and out of foster care, who's been in a military program for disciplinary kids, and that's a lot. um Unbeknownst to me, you guys, the director of the group home was a therapeutic foster parent. And I was asked, did I want to go live with her? Um, when I tell y'all, it sucks when you don't have a choice. It I think that's why, like, I'm such a planner. I'm far from spontaneous. Um, I'm very routine. I'm such a homebody. I think because I move the way that I move because I have choices. I didn't grow up with choices. And that sucks. If I was a mother, I would definitely make sure that my children always knew that in everything there's a choice. I would never want to take choices away from my children. You have a choice. Um, I didn't have a choice, so I had to go live with her, and now I got to leave my school again, go to another school again, go to a new environment and meet somebody else in the house again. Somebody that I don't know, at all. I really didn't even know the counselor for real. I mean, the director for real, because she wasn't there for real. She's the director. But again, I had no choice. What I was gonna say, no, I don't want to live here. I think the only other choice was there was another choice. I think the other choice was an independent living program that they took me to. And then I think it was an interview or something. It was like a group home. But they help you phase out and get you, apartment, job, and all that. And I think that was before the director. And for me, I, I probably said sure, because I always want a home. I don't like group home settings. I don't. It's strangers. It's different personalities. It's different stories. So everybody react different. Everybody respond different. Everybody communicate different. It's a lot to process, and it's a lot adjusting to. I prefer um home environments. That's what I prefer. Um, so yeah, I went with her. And you guys, it was that was March 97, about December 99, I was gone. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that next. Um, but Imani House changed me. Um, it changed me to learn to make different adjustments, and I still struggle with making adjustments depending on what the adjustment is. I'm not perfect. I tell y'all that all the time. I'm a work in progress here. I am a work in progress. And with that particular counselor who I was telling y'all about, who used to write me up and end up walking with me, talking with me, encouraging me. Shoot, Christmas 97 was the best Christmas I had as a child and teenager, whole adolescent year. that was that was the best one I had from birth to 97. That was the best Christmas that I had because we all got gifts from the counselors, but I had a lot of 'em. Not only did I have a lot of gifts from the counselors, me and my high school bestie at the time, don't judge. But we tore them all up. And when I came back from the mall, she taught me well. You gotta go. I'm not about to tell y'all how to do it. Oh my gosh, thank you, God. um, but how I got them in the house, I will say this. Around Christmas time, you ask for gift boxes while you're shopping. And so by the time we got to the house, all of my gifts all of my gifts were in boxes, and then we just got a bag. And so yeah, I had a lit Christmas 97, but she gave me, like, I still remember, and the people was mad. I remember a CD player. I remember some flat irons. Um I think I had a few clothes. Because you had to do a list. I literally got everything on my list. I got everything on my list. I had got a ring with my initial on it that somebody had took in school. Um, yeah. Um, Joined church, got on the choir. Um, so Imani House, like I said, taught me how to do a lot of adjusting, but it also was a period of time for me to start, like, I guess, growing up, because now I'm 17 and I'll be 18 in a few months. So what does that look like? There's no more family at this point. You're at this point you don't have no family. So it's time for you to just start looking at yourself different. Not just the way that the counselor, saw you, but how do you see yourself? Um, how do you see yourself? And going to church, being in a choir, reminded me of how I was when I lived with my cousin, where we was always in church. So that was a good thing. I think that that started to pull me out of where I was mentally. And I thank God for that. I will always thank God for that counselor until the day um, I die, for what uh, God called her to be for me um, in the time in which I needed her to be. Um, and I appreciate that time frame of my life, because it was a learning lesson, and I feel like it was like the beginning of, like I said, something new. It's like you a teenager, but you ain't like a kid teenager. You're going to like young adult. And it's about to get interesting. Um, so bye, Imani House. Um, yeah, bye, Imani House. What a time. What a time. Um, thank you for cruising with Key. Um, don't mind me. I'm just having a lot of flashbacks right now, and it's a lot. But it's all good. Thank you for cruising with Key. Um, please subscribe, share, like, comment. Um, I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. I appreciate you. I love you. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.